John Fitzgerald Kennedy, known as JFK, was born on May 29, 1917, in Brookline, Massachusetts, into one of America's most prominent political families. He was the second son of Joseph P. Kennedy Sr. and Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy. His father was a wealthy businessman and a U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom, while his mother was the daughter of Boston's mayor. The Kennedys were known for their ambition, discipline, and dedication to public service. JFK grew up in a competitive household, where success was not just encouraged but expected. He attended the prestigious Choate School before enrolling at Harvard University in 1936. Despite health issues including chronic back pain and Addison's disease, he excelled in academics and sports. His senior thesis on Britain's unpreparedness for World War II was later published as a book, Why England Slept, showcasing his early insight into global affairs. His family's wealth and connections placed him in elite circles, yet he was known for his charm, wit, and ability to connect with people from all walks of life. From an early age, JFK displayed a deep interest in politics and global affairs. His father's role as an ambassador exposed him to international diplomacy, particularly during the tense years leading up to World War II. As a young man, he traveled across Europe, meeting key political figures and observing the growing tensions on the continent. These experiences shaped his understanding of leadership and geopolitics, which would later influence his decisions as president. During World War II, JFK served in the U.S. Navy, commanding PT-109 in the Pacific Theater. In 1943, his boat was struck by a Japanese destroyer, leaving him and his crew stranded. Despite severe injuries, Kennedy led a daring rescue, swimming miles to safety while towing an injured crew member. His bravery earned him the Navy and Marine Corps Medal and set the stage for his future as a charismatic leader. His wartime heroism was widely publicized, adding to his growing popularity back home. After the war, JFK entered politics, winning a congressional seat in Massachusetts in 1946. His charm, intelligence, and eloquence quickly made him a rising star in the Democratic Party. By 1952, he was elected to the U.S. Senate, defeating Henry Cabot Lodge Jr. Despite ongoing health struggles, he continued to build his reputation as a forward-thinking politician, advocating for progressive policies and foreign diplomacy. His personal life also became a subject of public fascination. In 1953, he married Jacqueline Bouvier, a stylish and intelligent woman who would later become an iconic First Lady. Together, they formed a power couple that captivated the nation. While serving in the Senate, JFK authored Profiles in Courage, a book highlighting the moral bravery of American senators, which won a Pulitzer Prize and solidified his reputation as a thoughtful leader. In 1960, at the age of 43, JFK ran for president against Vice President Richard Nixon. His campaign focused on a message of hope, progress, and a new vision for America. The first ever televised presidential debate between JFK and Nixon proved to be a turning point. Kennedy's youthful energy and confident demeanor won over millions of Americans, contrasting with Nixon's nervous and fatigued appearance. This debate underscored the growing influence of television in politics and helped Kennedy gain a crucial edge. On November 8, 1960, JFK was elected as the 35th President of the United States, becoming the youngest elected leader in American history. His victory symbolized a generational shift, bringing optimism and a renewed sense of purpose to the nation. His inauguration speech in January 1961 famously declared, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." This powerful message inspired civic engagement and reinforced his vision of an active, involved citizenry. Despite his charisma, JFK faced skepticism from some political circles due to his Catholic faith, an unprecedented factor in American presidential politics. However, his ability to connect with people across diverse backgrounds helped him gain broad support. His administration, known as Camelot, was characterized by an air of sophistication, cultural richness, and youthful idealism. JFK's presidency was marked by groundbreaking initiatives and significant challenges. He launched the Peace Corps, inspiring young Americans to serve in underdeveloped nations. His commitment to space exploration led to NASA's ambitious goal of landing a man on the moon. Domestically, he pushed for civil rights, challenging racial segregation and advocating for equal rights, though significant progress would come after his presidency. He also proposed tax cuts to stimulate economic growth, recognizing the need for a robust economy to support his ambitious program. However, his tenure was not without turmoil. The failed Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961, aimed at overthrowing Fidel Castro's communist regime in Cuba, was a major setback. Tensions escalated during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, when Soviet nuclear missiles were discovered in Cuba. JFK's diplomatic strategy prevented a nuclear war, leading to a peaceful resolution and an agreement with the Soviet Union to dismantle their missile sites. His calm yet firm approach to the crisis cemented his reputation as a skilled negotiator and a leader capable of handling global conflicts. JFK also played a critical role in advancing civil rights, although many of his proposed measures were implemented after his death. His administration supported desegregation efforts, including sending federal troops to enforce the integration of the University of Mississippi. His televised address on civil rights in 1963 was a landmark moment, calling for equal treatment of all Americans regardless of race. On November 22, 1963, during a visit to Dallas, Texas, JFK was assassinated while riding in an open-top limousine. The shocking event was captured on film and sent waves of grief across the world. The accused assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald, was arrested but killed before facing trial. The Warren Commission later concluded that Oswald acted alone, though conspiracy theories persist to this day. His sudden death left the nation in mourning, and his funeral was attended by world leaders who paid tribute to his vision and leadership. JFK's death marked the end of an era, but his vision and ideals continued to shape America. His leadership in civil rights, space exploration, and international diplomacy left an enduring impact. The Kennedy family remained influential in politics, with his brothers Robert and Edward continuing his legacy. His presidency is often romanticized as a period of hope, inspiration, and unfulfilled potential. John F. Kennedy's life, though tragically cut short, continues to inspire generations. His words, leadership, and vision for a better world remain relevant, making him one of the most revered presidents in U.S. history. His influence extends beyond politics, shaping the cultural and ideological landscape of modern America. Whether through his powerful speeches, bold initiatives, or the tragedy of his untimely death, JFK's legacy remains a defining chapter in the story of the United States.